Jason slammed his fist on the table. Danny slipped out the door unnoticed, and Carly made a decision that could cost her everything. Port Charles was about to erupt. Tuesday in Port Charles began with tension humming beneath the surface, the kind that warned something was about to go very wrong. Jason Morgan felt it the moment he walked into the boathouse. The room was thick with half-spoken fears and bad ideas, and when Sonny started talking about letting things play out, Jason snapped. His restraint, so carefully rebuilt over months, fractured in an instant. "No," Jason said sharply. "We don't wait." Sonny frowned. "Jason, waiting gets people hurt," Jason cut in, his voice rising, "and I'm not doing that again." The word "again" hung in the air, loaded with ghosts of the past. Jason paced, hands clenched, frustration burning through his calm exterior. He'd already lost too much time, too many chances. If there was a threat closing in on his family, he wasn't about to sit back and trust luck. This wasn't strategy. This was personal. Across town, Danny Morgan watched the argument play out from the hallway, unnoticed. He'd learned a lot by staying quiet, especially when adults assumed he wasn't listening. Jason was angry, really angry, and that meant something bad was coming. Danny slipped his phone into his pocket and made a decision of his own. Everyone treated him like a kid, like he needed protection, but he was Jason Morgan's son. He knew how this world worked, and if trouble was circling his family, he wasn't going to wait for it to knock. While Jason stormed out the front door, Danny took the back stairs. His plan wasn't reckless in his mind, it was necessary. One quick stop, one conversation, information that could help his dad before things spiraled further out of control. Danny had no idea how dangerous being unnoticed could be. At the Metro Court, Carly Spencer stared at her reflection in the mirror, weighing a risk she knew she shouldn't take. But Carly had never been good at playing it safe. The situation was unraveling fast. Jason on edge, Sonny pulled in too many directions, and whispers moving through Port Charles like wildfire. If she waited for someone else to fix it, it would already be too late. "I can handle this," Carly muttered, straightening her jacket. Her plan was bold, risky, and guaranteed to anger at least 3 people she cared about, but it was also the fastest way to get answers. Carly had never believed in standing on the sidelines, especially when the people she loved were in danger. She picked up her phone and sent one message: "We need to talk, tonight." As soon as she hit send, her stomach flipped. There was no taking this back. Jason drove with purpose, anger simmering just beneath the surface. Every instinct screamed that something was off, not just the threat they were facing, but the feeling that he was missing a piece of the puzzle. He tried calling Danny. No answer. Jason's grip tightened on the steering wheel. Danny arrived at his destination, heart pounding but determined. The building looked quiet enough. Too quiet. He hesitated for half a second, then reminded himself why he was there. This was about protecting his family. He stepped inside, unaware that he just placed himself directly in the path of the very danger Jason had been trying to stop. That evening, Carly sat across from someone who knew more than they were letting on. Every word was carefully chosen. Every glance carried subtext. Carly smiled, leaned in, and pushed just enough. "You're holding back," she said lightly. The response came with a warning look. "You don't want to do this, Carly." She shrugged. "Funny thing about me, I usually do." The information she uncovered confirmed her worst fears. The threat wasn't theoretical, it was real, and it was closer than anyone realized. Carly stood, pulse racing. Thanks for the honesty. As she walked away, she knew one thing for certain. This plan would either save her family or blow up in her face. Jason finally reached Danny's voicemail for the 5th time. That's when panic replaced anger. Meanwhile, Danny realized he wasn't alone, and Carly, speeding through Port Charles with the truth burning in her chest, didn't know if she was racing towards a solution or straight into disaster. By the time Tuesday night ended, lines would be crossed, secrets exposed, and consequences set in motion that couldn't be undone. In Port Charles, risky plans, sneaky moves, and explosive outbursts never happen in isolation. They collide, and when they do, everything changes.